Last night, the part of the dream I remember is I was in a classroom and I was sitting down. We were, scenery was, some desks, wooden desks or whatever. And I got up out my desk, stood up, but I was telling students in the classroom, I was just saying, hey, I don't know what happened, but why or what, but, I was just explaining to them, my intellectual, how high my intellect is, basically. And I told them, I'm so smart, that I can make, straight A's or whatever, in my sleep, basically, you know what I mean? But I'm so smart that it wasn't a challenge, so I always just would do the bare minimum, that they, tried to skip me up in grades, a couple of times wanted to skip me up in grades in elementary, and they always wanted to put me in the Montessori program. Because like I say, my intellect is off the charts. I'm extremely smart. Like I said, straight A, type smart, like a genius type stuff. I know this about myself. I pick up things so easily, and anything I put my mind to, I can do. So, I'm capable of becoming great at. So that was the dream. I just was explaining that to my classmates, that just to let them know, don't let what's on paper fool you. Because I could have easily been a doctor, a lawyer, anything I put my mind to. It would have been anything, because book work, that's super easy. Comprehension, reading, and all of those things are super easy. Anything, like I said, anything I put my mind to, I'm a straight A student in all categories. I'm that type of smart, intelligent. So that's what I was telling my classmates, just like I said, even if, whatever the grades in the latter years, at times, it was just me just barely skating by, because that's what I knew how easily it was for me to do, to do the bare minimum and, pass my classes, play sports and stuff. But I regret that. I do regret, having that mind frame. I wish that I had been more structured and utilize my intellect. I would have been able to go to any school I wanted to in the country, for free. If I had just, took those things more serious, meaning school, my grades, instead of just trying to barely pass, really excel and, put my best foot forward, But, everything happened for a reason, man, and I wasn't, I just didn't, I had things lacking in my life, I believe, I don't want to blame it on those things, but I believe, it was things that was lacking in my life, you know what I mean, that caused me not to have as much confidence and to excel and to just be who I always was. I always was a dude that was like a top, like a very intellectual, like what I'm telling you, I've always been so humble that I'm too humble. Even as a child, that was my nature. That, hey, dang, you can get skipped up. I know I got offered at least twice to get skipped up grades, twice. So that would have made me graduate at 15 years old. I graduated at 17 years old, which was early as well. But I would have graduated at probably about 14 or 15 had I, and my mom always let me make those choices, Whereas I always think, well, if, just different things, I mean, the cards I was dealt, and my mother was a great mother, but she could only see things from a woman's point of view, how I see it. And she let me make a lot of choices like made me like make a lot of choices even when I was a little kid, you know. She's like, do you want to get skipped up? You know, and I was like, no, I want to stay with my friends, you know. Stay with my friends. I don't want to get skipped up. They offered me two separate occasions to get skipped up, you know, in elementary. And I chose both times to not. Then they offered the Montessori to me every year, but I chose not to. I chose not to do that because once again, it was going to be more of a challenge or more work. So why not stay with my friends that I already know and been growing up with, and you know, do easier work. And you know, and I aced everything in elementary. I aced everything. I mean, A's and B's, honor roll. My mom was a great mother. It is and was a great mother. You know, I was just on the board for perfect attendance. I think I missed 2 days of school the entire time I was in elementary. You know, that's kudos to my mother, you know, how it was just kind of show you what type of just strong, structured young mother she was, a very young mother, and she just got it in her, man. She got it in her. She's a winner. My mom is a winner, man. She's just a winner. Everybody knows it. She taught me all that stuff. You know, she taught me hard work and stuff, but it's just like me just growing up and, you know, now having a son and having a daughter and just, you know, just looking at things from a man's perspective is just a different feel and aspect, you know. And so my mother predominantly was around being an influence. But yeah, like I say, you know, just I got all the awards by the, you know, but I always get not all the awards, but like, you know, just all the awards, man. E-citizenship, you know, I was, you know, my conduct was good. I'm just telling y'all, you know, just let me get y'all some more of the root, you know, so y'all actually know. You're not dealing with a dummy at all, you know. When I did choose to go out one of the universities, you know, I was able to take an ACT and get in there, you know. And I scored really high on that, you know, and my writing skills and reading. Like I said, my writing skills and my reading comprehension are off the charts kind of thing. Like, you know, I used to always get pretty much on the reading comprehension part of the, you know, the year-end test of like the task or the toss test or whatever. I would get, you know, with the reading comprehension, I would miss maybe two. You know, I would get a 98%. You know, I did that multiple occasions, which gave me special recognition, you know, as far as reading. So my reading comprehension is off the charts. My intellect is off the charts. You know, I pick up on, like I say, I pick up on stuff and I don't even know I've picked up on it. You know, I get words in my, you know, vocabulary just from, you know, probably from watching a lot of movies and different stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just extremely intellectual, which is cool. You know, which is very, very cool. Kids, let me tell y'all something. It's very cool to be smart. I wish that I knew when I was younger how cool it was to be smart. And then I knew I was super smart, but I wouldn't have covered it up. You understand? You know, but to be known as a nerd, you know, it's not all that cool. But when you grow up, then you know that the nerds, the smart kids and all those schoolboys and all that stuff that didn't get in trouble and stuff, you know, they go and make all of the money, man. They go and stay out of trouble and choose the right friends and the right atmospheres and right schools and or you know, business avenues, and you know, they love to learn. They're nerds. They what you call them nerds, but they're just people who love to learn, you know, and are very receptive and good at learning. You know, it's a hobby, you know. I love to learn. It's a hobby. I love to learn. Who wouldn't want to be the wisest person in the world? You know what I mean? Especially through God. Wisdom through God. That's the most important thing. So, just wanted to tell y'all. So that made me, go into that, and I'm just telling y'all as my classmates or brothers and sisters in Christ. If you're dealing with an extremely, very, very, very intelligent, genius level person, not to tip my own hat, but that's just the truth. So I really are dealing with a person like that. My mind is very, it goes very, very deep. And that's only just the mind, that's not including, it's all put together, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, the supernatural wisdom that the Lord has given me as well, not just the physical, just being extremely smart. And that runs in my family. It's a lot of things, man, that run in my family, man. But being extremely smart, that's definitely one of the traits we have. So yeah, man, just wanted to share that with y'all, man. Let y'all know that. Yep, that's what they made me, have to express to y'all. Let y'all know that I'm extremely, extremely smart, like genius status type stuff. I always have. Could have graduated at 14 years old. Could have done a lot of things. I'm the biggest underachiever. I'm the biggest underachiever, in my opinion, in the world, because I'm a freaking genius, and I concentrated a lot on basketball, and I became like one of the best shooters in the world, you know what I mean, in my opinion. I'm sure the people around in my hood, the people that have witnessed, my shooting ability would say the same, definitely one of the best shooters to come out of the Metroplex. I would say somebody would give me that credit. But I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace, love y'all. God bless. Hope everything good with y'all.